Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Racha Kodash. Yahweh being the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Ba'Hashem, meaning in the name. Racha, meaning spirit. Kodash is holy. That, of course, is what I uttered in the Paleo Hebrew in the Lashwan Kodash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to all sincere Achim that are out there, of course, fighting day in and day out to bring out this Amath, this truth. All right, whether it be, through your different various afflictions, doing the work, fighting, just to get your videos done. Fighting, of course, to, get to that finish line to receive the crown. This is the brother of Mafpa, Great Millstone, playing tables camp, coming again with another lesson. This is going to be, of course, a short one, going into organic food fraud, which is a big problem. And here's what government plans to do about it. Now, of course, what we must know and establish what, of course, is organic food. All right, so I'm just gonna go up to just get a quick definition. Okay, so it says organic, of or relating or derived from living matter. Organic, okay, pesticide free, additive free, natural. Okay, so of course, you're dealing with natural foods which shouldn't have pesticides, all right, chemicals that are harmful. But of course, our government, they do a lot of things that are mischievous and very wicked and evil, because of course the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. In which the wicked is a so-called white man, the biblical Edomites. All right, that's what they actually are. They're Edomites. They go back to Esau, Edom, who, of course, is the devil. All right, so the government, they plan to let's go into it. It says, is your organic produce really organic? I mean, this, of course, is a question that I ask myself constantly as I spend, the funds that I do have on the organic produce and such, and organic products, day in and day out. All right, so I'm one person that do pay attention to my health, which all Achim should do so too, to make a good practice to, of course, make a effort to take care of your body. All right, even though this stuff is defiled, in which that's what, of course, this lesson is about. Okay, no matter what you eat, it's still defiled, being that under the inhabitants thereof, this place is all tainted and destroyed. All right, so it says, when you buy organic foods at the supermarket, they cost more. As a result, you expect to get more. They cost more. And I don't expect to get more when I spend more money when it comes to these organics. What I do expect is to get a better quality food. Okay, something that is isn't GMO, genetically modified. All right, that is going to actually fuel me and be able to make my body sustain itself, all right, through the rigorous task that we put itself through on the Shaddai, on the plantation, in the field, through, of course, our daily tasks that we do. Some brothers may exercise too and such, to help rebuild, our temple, our muscle and such, the flesh and such, just try to take care of it. Anyway, it says, depending on how you look at it, but the report last year revealed millions of pounds of non-organic soybeans, which soybeans are primarily have a lot of estrogen in them. A lot of vegans eat a lot of soy products, which is derived from soybeans. It says in corn, that's not, one of the highest, if not the highest crop that's genetically modified is corn. From Eastern Europe, had somehow magically received organic labeling by the time they reached U.S. stores, dramatically increasing their value, undercutting legitimate organic farmers, and potentially even undermining organic certification as a whole. In which these farmers are, of course, oppressed here. The organic farmers, they have to pay for these different certification to have certified organic on their actual produce, things that they produce, and it's expensive. It says if a mere 36 million pounds of soybeans can slip through the system, clearly organic fraud is an issue. And of course, this is being regulated by the you have the Department of Agriculture, you have the USDA, United States Food and Drug. All right. They don't do things, of course, proper. I mean, why would you, of course, have genetically modified foods, and why would you, of course, have all these foods that can get into the food supply that are basically defiled? All right. It says so now the USDA has announced a 3-pronged approach to help detect and prevent similar problems moving forward, with Jennifer Tucker, Associate Deputy at the USDA's National Organic Program, NOP, saying enforcement is our top priority. According to Food Navigator, of course, as anyone who have grabbed an apple and wondered how the heck am I supposed to know is this really organic or not, can attest to determining the integrity, the honesty of organic products is never really apparent. You looking at a apple at face value and such, and trying to determine if it actually is. And there's many times that I'm actually in a organic section at a particular grocery store, and I've found the same actual, say like a avocado, and it's actually is a conventional, all right, meaning non-organic, all right, avocado, and they sell it. You'll pick it up, and then thinking it's an organic one, you go home and see it's really a conventional one, not organic. I mean, it's just not but label switching too they could do. These are all dirty practices and such too. But you have these corporations, they only care about, in these different grocery stores, they only care about profit. It says the first area is a strong organic control system. It sounds vague, but simple terms, the idea to build trust in people certifying your food organic. After all, an organic label is valid if you trust the person who puts it there, so that the USDA wants to do things like bolster training and accreditation programs for those on the front line of organic labeling. I mean, I can't trust the so-called white man, the devil, all right? It says, of course, trust not in what's that, Princess? It's in the Psalms, and I don't trust in these men, these devils, all right, meaning deceivers, okay? Second, Tucker spoke of a farm to market traceability that leads to worldwide supply chain integrity, using soybeans as an example, somewhere between Eastern Europe and America, where it says there was a blind spot in the system. The USDA recognizes that those gaps are where unsavory activity happens, so they want to close them. Specifically, Tucker suggests this means increasing reporting to organic integrity database, along with other potential measures. If you know anything about databases, they can of course be hacked. They can be tampered with. All right. Third, anyway, it says Tucker promised more robust enforcement. It says, needless to say, the oldest way to prevent crime is punishment, and for USDA, that apparently means everything from increasing the better training staff at the NOP, more surveillance and unannounced inspections. All right, so surprise inspections, improving the complaint process and making the public examples of violators as a deterrent. That's just like a slap on the wrist. It says, despite all these, Tucker seemed to emphasize that through the NOP has no room to improve shoppers. Also, shouldn't be wary of what they're buying right now. I would be, of course, very wary of what I'm buying. I mean, especially with all the dirty tactics and the people that own these different companies and such. All right. What is it? Recently, that company Bayer has bought Monsanto. Let me see. I'm trying to think if it's vice versa. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. But you can look it up if you want to. It says the organic sector remains strong and vibrant, and customers continue to trust the organic label. She said. It says trust really what is organic is all about. It says the trust is big money for all those organic food businesses. If organic certifications are undetermined to the point where consumers stop believing them, the entire industry could fall apart. No matter how honest the companies behind the labels are. All right. And I mean, look, the just live by faith, so we just gotta try to live by the faith of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, we're gonna get into these scriptures and close out. This is Ezekiel 4:13. It says, "In the Lord's name is Yahweh the Most High." Okay, said that even thus shall the children of Yashala, the children of Israel, all right, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, eat their defiled bread, lacham, or a call. All right, lacham will be the word here, which bread. All right, but basically you're talking about food. Defiled among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. And of course, the Lord, of course, scattered us amongst the heathen, all these different nations. So wherever we are, we're eating this defiled bread. Okay, you got here the Hebrew word for defile is that's tamah. All right, tamah. And it means unclean, impure. All right, ethically, religiously. All right, these people do a lot of things that are morally wrong, unlawful. It's ridiculous. I mean, if I start to talk about it, this video will be longer, but I just like to bring out the information, expound on it, and get out of there. Anyway, it goes on. This is Psalms 107 and 33, and it reads, "He turneth rivers into a wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground. Who is the He? Is the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai." It says a fruitful land into barrenness, in which of course he have turned, of course, since Yahweh Shem Shai have given the earth unto the wicked, to the so-called white man, through the so-called white man, the places, the fruitful lands. America used to be fruitful. All these different islands used to be very fruitful, and now it's just defiled, unbarren, lands and such. All right, they don't even respect the land Sabbath. It says, "For the wickedness of them that dwell therein." All right, and the Lord, of course, turned a fruitful land, into barrenness. All right, because the wickedness of course, we have us being wicked, the nation of Yashala being wicked, and of course you have, of course, the rest of the heathen, all right, being wicked as well. But the so-called white man, all right, primarily, all right, he's the devil, and he does deceitful food practices, and he destroys our water and everything. It goes on. It even says it. It says he turneth the wilderness into a standing water and a dry ground to water springs. And I mean, our water, we don't even get clean water here. That's why we need to be delivered out of this captivity. Simple as that. All right. So anyway, I'm just gonna close out with just that. I had some other precepts. You can go into the Ecclesiasticus, the 37th chapter. But and I was gonna start at 29th verse, but I believe I hit the point. So with that, I'm gonna say, Call Allah Imla Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Hakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, that great millstone. Peace and salutation to all sincere Achim or Akhwathim that are, of course, listening and learning. All right, and being in order. Shalom.